Imagine going around cows in this crazy thing.
I might start shearing sheep. Lose a couple of pounds.
If there's anything you can't do, it's shear sheep, Tom.
So this is like the teaser before the big one. That was a bit special.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Christine.
I'm Tom. Hello. Not all heroes wear capes.
No, but we were fed by farmers.
Fed by farmers. We're going to check them out for, but yeah, big thanks to Cammy and Christina and the whole team. Busy day.
If you're quick to park up, he's just about to shear. So
Oh, sound. Yeah, I'll be. There you go.
Here we go. Hello, I'm Tom Pemberton, and remember to subscribe. I do videos every Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Sundays.
So close. That's going to be the front of it. In today's video, me and Kieran have travelled all this way to the Welsh show, the Royal Welsh show. Never done it in my life. I've never done the big three: Royal Welsh, Yorkshire, and Highland. Would love to do them. And today we're at the Royal Welsh show. So just doing it for the day. Bit of a busy week. Would have liked to come yesterday because apparently the nightlife we are trying to plan it with for a bit of a proper do next year maybe, but we're gonna have a look today. Obviously me and Kieran are going in together with the beef job, so that's the main purpose of today. But I think there are a lot of dairy cows, speaking to Cammy who's got me in this morning, so we'll get in, check it out, see what it's about.
cheers, thank you.
Yes, we missed it. So many sheep. I knew we were going to know this anyway, but they're everywhere. I'll walk around here, eh? Yeah. And then walk around there, come back there, go up there, go see some cows. She's full of sheds, full of sheep, and more sheep. And then we've got another big shed full of sheep. Crazy looking thing. Do you know, like, people park and tie the dogs up outside a shop? That's what happened to Wales.
Oh, it's nice and cool in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Big Hereford. We got a few of those. Harvey the Hereford. So you know my contractor? Yeah. Well, our contractor now, Dave Gornall. Yeah. He breeds Chevrolets. Yeah, he has like 12.
There's a few in ours.
Is there a few in the group?
There's a few white ones, I don't see this.
Oh wow. The British blonde. That's nice, isn't it? So we just bobbed down to Easy Fix and we're looking at some slat mats, obviously, on top of the slats. We're just trying to work out the size of the shed. We have the drawings, and then we didn't know if to go for the smooth or the rigid, but because they're going to be beef cattle instead of dairy cattle, we're going to go smooth, just because it's more comfy, so that's the big thing. Okay, so next thing me and Kieran want to look at is weighers. So we have the weighers on our cattle crush at the moment, but we want to kind of make this a bit more streamlined, maybe put some air tags in. I'm going to speak to these guys about it. Is this a dangerous game? Or you spring lamb or a bit of beef? Don't like this game, guys.
When I go on it, it doesn't work.
Overweight. Error. Telephone numbers. There we go, right, okay. We got it. 93.5, that's not too bad. It's better than 98. Go on. You put weight on you. We've just been chatting about loads of it, and then we're looking at what system works for us. So my idea is to use, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Day.
Day.
Bron.
Day and Bron. So we got Day and Bron here. So we were looking at the electric ear tags. Your reusable one, which is 15p more expensive.
Yeah, about 10-15p. No.
So what you do is just cut them out and you can reuse them all the time. You go through the crush and you scan them with a wand, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Or you use the one use, which is, again, a little bit cheaper, but it might be worth going for that. These are the tags. And then this is the system, isn't it?
This is the indicators.
This is the indicator. Oh, they're the weighing scales. Yeah. Bolt to the ground.
So this is the
never move
indicators.
again.
This is the brains.
This is the brains.
So it depends on what kind of level of brains you would like.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you'd like to do with the system.
I would like the most brains in the world.
I know,
but like the auto draft system, the withdrawal, it just seems like they're just that one to me. Like, we don't need auto draft.
You don't want an auto draft.
I don't think so. You wouldn't have to. But you're saying dairy cattle, you've got weighers in dairy cattle at the moment.
We do. We have.
But are weighing them every single day, twice a day?
Every single day, twice a day, and no, they don't get touched.
That's mad.
So they don't go through a crush or anything like that. They just walk over a platform. They get read by an EID tag. Yeah. They get weighed. They can actually be.
Could you hook it to the collars they're on?
Could tag the ID onto the collar.
Onto the collar, but actually it's going to be in the ear anyway, because usually they're associated with the parlour somehow anyway. day.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and they get weighed twice a day. So that way they could basically, because it's very hard to body score a dairy cow, isn't it?
It is.
So this way they can obviously look at the individual end of the herd.
And you can see what she's
overall.
doing. If she's bruising lots of milk and then she's dropping her weight, give her more cake just to kind of push her
You can
up.
also see where she's up to, especially when you're going to start AIing.
Yeah.
And make sure that
And see if she's in negative.
Yeah, and then you can also, online on the platform, you can see, you know, who's not performing so well and might need attention or is underweight. You can also see the ones that are very greedy and they're overweight as well.
Got a few of them. The weighers will then talk to an app, will they?
Yes.
So this is what's really important, just to make mine and Kieran's life very easy. So we weigh them every 2 weeks. They go over the weighing scale on the crush. Then we just get the wand. Should we get the wand?
Can get a wand.
Wand. Oh, wow. Look at that. I've seen the sheep guys have this. And then so you just wand them. Right, so you have a tag there. Wand. Wow. And then it will have it all in that system, and then will it text to your phone or does it text to the...
Well, to be fair, that will be attached to the indicator.
Right, okay.
So if you want to think about it, when you have an indicator like that, it's actually smarter than the stick reader, okay?
Yes.
So in this situation, that becomes the master and that becomes the slave. So all the information will be on that, and then you can Bluetooth that to your phone, which is on an app, and that will go up into like cloud.
The cloud.
And you can open up on the platform.
On the line somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you take those and you send those out on the line.
Online.
You don't have to say.
And you can do it also on your phone, and it will actually work out if you've done like different sessions. Yeah. So you've done a session, as you said, like on the first week, and then 2 weeks later you're doing the same cows in 2 weeks' time. It will work out for you the average daily weight gain.
Yeah, literally right in front of you when the cow was in the crush.
Yeah, well,
Give you straight
oh,
away.
will it? Oh, so it'll take you. Oh, that's amazing. So that's really important, obviously, with the job that we're doing, finishing beef. You've got to make sure what you're putting into them, actually, you're getting something back.
Yeah.
So this is literally the two things that I needed to look at. Well, there are about 3 or 4, but the first 2 stalls, we found them. So ID tags
You'll also
and
be able to predict
mat slaps.
when you can send them away as well.
Yes. Oh, so you can see what the growth's like.
Yes.
Very
See
clever.
when they hit the target weight, and then
I think your dad would like this, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Because at the minute we're doing our piece paper.
Yeah.
It goes to my dad's wife. She puts the numbers in. You have to wait like a day or 2 to find out what the average, and you work it all out. And you just, my dad always goes, "Oh, what were they weighing?" And I go, "I'll tell you." He said, "What they're putting on a day," and I went, "Give me a bit." You know,
No, well,
I
this
got to
is
work out.
instantaneously. So as long as you're starting a new session, and obviously the EIDs match up, or they will because they've got the tag in there. You read them.
Yeah, the biggest job is just when they first arrive, weigh them, tag them, pair them. Well, that's just
exactly, and that's the biggest one. Yeah. So when you're starting a new session, it's always it's calculating every single time what it's going to be for you.
well, great. Right, we might see more of these in the future. Sidewalls. Pointing it down, Stuart. Look at that. That's a dream, isn't it? You have to buy them, so they've cut them all out. So imagine going around cows in this crazy thing. Look at this. I bet that's quick. BRP tri-wheel. A Canarm.
That'd be my licence number.
Who needs a license? It's overrated anyway. You know, it's simple things and same simple minds. Let's class that. Love this idea. Yeah, great. So I've seen this before, just looking at it a bit more. So it's a weighing thing, I think, for beef cattle. Beef monitoring. Or feeding? Is it feed?
It's a feed.
Feed. I just think the beef cattle.
Animal weight signature.
That limit will jump out there. They are crazy mental, and ours aren't that bad.
It's a weigh scale, isn't
Yeah.
it? But you feed them. Basically, they come in and they get fed, they get weighed while they're there. So it's not something you don't force them in.
Right,
So like a milking robot.
Yeah, so you see the food.
And so every day they weigh themselves what to eat?
Yeah.
Good idea. Great idea, because actually you're not actually forcing them in. So they shouldn't jump it.
No,
Shouldn't is the big word. So me and Kieran are just looking at the tree light. Are we going? Do you want me to get in or you get in? Come on, no, you get in, it's yours. Go on, get in. We can't all get in, or it might be a bit cosy.
I reckon you can.
The tree light obviously has the band at the bottom. We are looking at a BVL as well, just because it's like a local dealer to us. Well, we have a look at this in between. We'll take away an axle, take away that. Everything's going to be fed on the floor, so we'll just have a door at the side, make it real basic system, because there's going to be a lot of stock to feed. The idea, and there's not going to be a hellish ration. The idea is to put them on one of these. Is the plan to take that away and take the axle away. So Kieran's just having a look in there, and then how many ponies we need to run. I really want one of these in front of the farm shop. It would be class. You were meant to do one when I bought the parlour, but it's not here yet. Shout out to you. Grassman here. We just chatted to Donkey before actually. He was when we were looking at Treelet. Some serious merch that in it. Some sell. So they do this thing called Shout About Farming as well. Johan's done it. The Farming Life has done it. It's pretty cool. The zero graze or Y zero graze. Reduce concentrate rates. Reduce silage harvesting. Improve grass. I'd always wanted to try one of these. Do you reckon we can get one? I'd never buy one. I'm just putting it out there. But do you reckon we can try one on demo? Oh, what?
That's because it's bulletproof. You use it every day, you see.
Yeah. So we've got the team looking at the grass tech, and Platt's selling now, don't they?
Yeah, distributor of the grass tech mowers, grass technology mowers.
I do find these really cool. I like the idea. It's just we obviously graze, so I think we'd be using it for 2 weeks of the year when they're coming in. What do you think?
When the machine's coming in? Or?
No, when the cows have come in, but it's too wet outside. But then you'd struggle to travel, would you?
How many weeks is that this year? More than 2 this year.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's a bad year this year.
Yeah. Well, what's next year going to be like?
Be fine, be better. Law of averages, it'll be fine.
Yeah. It might have been 2 weeks some years, but it's probably getting towards 10 weeks or more every year, isn't it?
It's getting worse, definitely. Yeah. So how does this work? Whilst we're recording.
So the mower mows the grass, obviously.
Yep.
And then you've got a very nice grass box elevator that only runs at 80 RPM, so it's very gentle.
Oh, wow.
So the grass is funneled towards the elevator, and the fingers then gently lift it up into the grass box, and then you've got a walking floor in the back there to move it along once you've filled the front part. Yes. So it's really about looking after the grass.
Yes. I do know someone local to me. I don't think it would fit my system if I'm honest, but I do know someone local to me who has a system like this. I don't know which one it is. And he technically grazed, so he calls it grazing, using this a field 7 times in the thing. And the quality of grass. Yeah. It is mad. It is very cool. I've loved the idea, but I like the idea of cows going to eat. But I can see why it is a thing.
You can mix it and match. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, you can, like you say, use it in the shoulders of the season. When your cows can't go out.
And when there's a bit of grass out there.
Which there generally is.
There's always grass at the back end, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. And this machine, Platts have spec'd it with the larger tyres, so that can extend that season.
They're all big on the back end, look at that.
Them chunky things.
I wish when I was chopping grass first got I had them. Has it got a weigher on it?
No.
No weigher?
This actual model will hold about 5.5 tonne of grass.
5.5 tonne, but then how much would that feed in cows?
That'll feed 120 cows for 12 hours.
Okay, so if I filled this up to the max, I could nearly feed all my cows for night and keep them in.
120, 140, 160. And that's the number of cows you can feed. So this is the 120.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then this will feed 120.
Oh, sorry.
There's your 160.
There's the 160. Oh, triaxle. Yeah. How much power do you need to do the 120?
Only 100 horsepower.
Yeah. I've got 150.
Oh, yeah.
So if you ever want to drop one off and have a bit of a play with it, I'm your man.
Yeah.
Is it just a one-man job as well?
Yes.
That's what we told. Can do 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Stand 2 has run all the way from Knighton, Phil George.
Wow.
And stand 3, Glenn Pendleton
from
Knighton.
Best seat in the house?
Yeah.
Jealous.
Set 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Oh, that was a nice close finish there.
Oh, you can't fucking come in yet. We're going after the ball. Right team, so we're about an hour and a half away from the really big event, but we're at the finals at the moment. Today we've got Hugh with us. Hugh, you're the chief commentator, aren't you?
I'm just one of the commentators. There's 2 of us. We've been here 20 years this year. We've been commentating it together, Steve and I. So we've got a great team of young commentators now. We're hoping for a great day of competition today.
Yes, should be good. I don't know where it was coming from. It's from there. Yeah, so how does this work? I've never been to a shearing competition. Hugh's the man who knows. We've 6 or 7 stalls, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've got 6 stands that we call them. We've got a shearer on each one. They start when the commentators say go. The time then starts to roll, and it's a point for every 20 seconds on the time. So it's continuously rolling. We've got a team of judges on the boards that are looking for any second cuts of the wool, which then devalues the wool. So we keep that to a minimum. We'll add them up, divide divided by the number of sheep shorn, and that'll give you your board score. And then we've got another team of judges out the back that are judging the finished sheep, any wool left on the sheep, any tassels of wool, any little skin cuts before they're treated. They will then all be added up, and that's your pen score, and that's divided by the number of sheep shorn. That's then added to your board score and the time score, and it's the lowest score wins. So it's not the fastest shearer, it's the fastest, cleanest shearer.
Okay, so it's all about shearing well with a nice wool, but you've got to be fast. But what I'm trying to say with that is the other two are more important than speed second.
Quality is more important because it makes up 2/3 of your points, 1/3 of your point is speed. So it's efficiency. It's efficiency and quality.
Does anyone get a perfect score shearing sheep?
I suppose there is no such thing as a perfect score. You're looking for the lowest score possible.
Sorry, what I meant by that, like when you're shearing, is anyone perfect? Not on the speed, but on the sheep walking away.
Yeah, you're just looking for a really well shorn sheep, and these guys are polishing them. There isn't a hair out of place. Every whisker of wool is taken off, and you know the sheep. Obviously, we do it for welfare reasons. Make sure that everything that the sheep has got to be shorn, and these guys are so efficient at it. You know, we've got some of the best shearers in the world. I'll show you today. We've currently got a Welsh world champion in Gwion Evans. The past world champion is also a Welshman called Richard Jones. They are now the team world champions. So you know, we in Wales we're very lucky at the minute. We've got a lot of strength and depth, and we've had great shearers from all over the world come here today. In this crowd, when we start asking for a bit of noise later on, we lift the roof.
Look how busy it is. We're an hour and a half away. What are we now? Finals for intermediates, isn't it?
No, this is the senior semi-finals now. So today we have the seniors, the Championship of Wales, the Open, and then we've got the French test and the New Zealand test. These guys are the best of the best of them. These guys would shear hundreds of sheep every day, and you know they reckon they're shearing 250 sheep in a day is the equivalent of running a marathon. These guys are shearing between 400 and 600 every day.
So imagine that's 2 marathons a day.
Yeah.
In 7 days a week.
Yeah. As long as it's dry.
Yeah, as long as it's dry, which it hasn't been a lot this year.
No, definitely.
Thank you very much for teaching me. We'll have a look around the back later.
Yeah, no problem. I can take it in.
Amazing, sounds good. Why is every shearer really fit? I might start shearing sheep, lose a couple of pounds.
Hey, if there's anything you can't do, it's shear sheep, Tom.
You're not the man for shearing sheep.
So this is what they do now. Each sheep that comes down the portal is tipped up. The judge judges all the way around the sheep. Starts off underneath the sheep, then they go one side, they'll turn it round, and then they'll give it a score for how much wool is left on that sheep. So we're looking for a really level finish, no ridges, no lines of wool, half cut wool, no little tassels hanging. We're looking for a really well shorn sheep, and that's what these guys are doing. The quality that we're seeing is absolutely incredible.
The last 2 world champions have been Welsh. So do we find out who the world champion is today?
No, we don't. This isn't the World Championship, this is just the Royal Welsh Championship. The World Championship bounces around the world every 3 to 4 years. So the next World Championship will be in North Island, New Zealand in 2026. And we'll be selecting our team for their next year.
Like New Zealand have done today, they've sent some guys around.
Yeah, they selected their team, and we'll have them this afternoon in the test. We've got David Buick from Pongaroa in the North Island of New Zealand. We've got Jack Fagan from Tigawiti in the North Island of New Zealand. 2 very accomplished shearers. Jack Fagan is the current 8-hour lamb record holder. He shores 754 lambs.
What happened the other day?
No, that was the British ewe shorn in 9 hours.
Yeah.
791.
And then in a couple of, well, next week actually, there's a young English guy attempted to break Jack Fagan's record. Nick Greaves from Staffordshire. A lot of us will be moving from the Royal Welsh at the end of the week. We'll be going up to Staffordshire en masse to get the teamwork going, to get that record, and we'll be attempting it, and we'll see how he gets on.
You clip all of the back ends of him, don't you?
Yeah, so we basically give him a blow in front of the teats, and then we give him the equivalent of a bikini wax. We go around the important bits, the safety, so around the tail, and then they'll clean the tail off so that the shearer doesn't have to worry about that on the board. Protect all the important parts by taking off the wool around it, so the shearers, when they're at, you know, under pressure, they don't have to go anywhere near it.
We just had some lambs jump the fence, and that is why I don't like sheep.
Different thing together to this, but
you get me in there, So like every show, it's the unsung heroes. So these boys have been tipping every single sheep that's shorn. So how does it work? So a sheep will come out on it, there'll be a judge in front of you. How does it work?
They come down the chute and then we have to tip them over.
Yeah.
So the judges can see their belly.
Yeah.
Then we have to put them to the side so they can see their side, and then switch them around so they can see their other side.
So what's the marker on them? What do you do with that?
That's just for the farmer.
To know where they're going. Yeah. So you put a marker on them and then the judge just says, that'll do, and you just let them go. So there's you guys, and how many sheep do you reckon you've done in the past week? Thousands?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Thousands. Absolutely mad. And how old is everyone? 12, 14, 15, and all doing it all for the good of the show. So, right, we are with the even younger ones. What's your name?
Owen.
Owen. So we've got Owen. How do you find the shearing? What's the best bit about it?
The Welsh versus New Zealand.
The Welsh versus New Zealand. When's that happening?
About an hour.
Do you want to be a shearer when you're older?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the challenge to beat the world records.
Yeah, and win as the Royal Welsh.
What's your favourite bit about the shearing?
When New Zealand's doing the haka.
Yeah, are they going to do the haka?
Yeah.
Oh wow! So I'm very new to it. I didn't even know it was going to happen.
that's Queen Lloyd.
The current world champions. Yo, it's just telling me something, but we have no idea. Okay, hit me.
So see the lad there, Gethin Lewis, he's on his 10th sheep, but his board mark is 13. Well, Richard Jones is only on his 9th, but his board mark is only 3.
So you'd be happy with that?
Yeah, because he's shearing cleaner, so he's leaving less tufts. So then that will bring his time down. So you get time added on for your board mark.
So yeah, Gethin Lewis has got the speed, I'm guessing.
He's got the speed, but he's not shearing as tidy as Richard Jones.
No, that board mark's 23. I'm so sorry, Matthew Evans. So it's France versus Wales now. The big one's France versus New Zealand. So they have 6 commentators because they shout so much, the voices go. Do you mind being on camera?
Not at all.
No, that'll do.
My voice doesn't go.
I have no idea what you said.
My voice doesn't go.
Oh. This man builds everything up. So this is like the teaser before the big one. That's right, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Okay, we've got the green light, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get behind the Welsh and let's get behind the French here now. Shearers. Clear rules. Timekeepers ready. Judges ready. Competitors, go! Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Lytham, Jones, and Aaron, the little Jones on stand for the Welsh team. And then we got the little Ali. They're going to have to go.
So this is the big one. We've got the New Zealand anthem, and then we've got the Welsh anthem of the final. So this is the big one.
The Royal Welsh Show, one of the largest spectacles. Ready to rumble? Anybody from New Zealand in the audience? Anybody from Wales in the audience? Goalkeepers ready, judges ready, competitors go! We got in prospect here. Is there anybody here from Wales? Cheer everyone from England. Where they go? Here on stand number 5. He's really doing a clean job back there on there. Where is he? 2 men, 2 and 3. Coming down the left side there. It's going.
So that is the end of today's video. Very, very exciting at the end. Learning about shearing, no idea. Well, before I got there, everyone was absolutely class. I can't believe how like welcoming everyone was. Just showing me around. Very, very fortunate everyone did. So big thank you to all the team, the committee at the Royal Welsh Show. Big thanks to Cammy for the parking and the ticket. I might have had 2 pints, so Kieran's going to drive. Cracking show, really, really good. I think we saw everything we wanted to, didn't we, Kieran?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so. So everything was here that we thought. The only thing with the arrow quip, because looking at arrow quip crush wasn't here, but I'll chat to those guys when we get in. So guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're on the way home, probably gonna have a nap, and we'll catch up in a bit. Cheers. Oh, TP merch you can get here at Tom Pem at Farm Life. So you've got the hoodies, the hat, t-shirts, polos, everything. Go check it out, go grab them. It's the best merch ever. See you in a bit.